Welcome to Talk of the Town, everyone. Get ready for a great show.
Because we're ready to celebrate the season with some moonshine.
Plus, we try a new workout. Some of the exercises were designed by the Navy SEALs, the rest by a world champion crew member. Hold your laughter till you see it.
Yes. Plus, we've got fall fashions hot off the runway.
And some tips to help you save money on your home heating bills.
Of course, we've got some great food ideas as well for your Thanksgiving celebration.
But first, it's time for us to help with some outside work.
Winter will be here soon.
If you have gardens, a lawn, or landscaping, it's time for fall cleanup.
And the right tools can help you get the job done fast.
So we're here at M&S Hardware in Tamaqua for Fall Cleanup 101.
We pride ourselves on the service that we give to our customers. In this particular store, which is our outdoor power store, if you buy something, you do not buy it in a box. We take it in the back, we service it, and it goes out of here working when you walk out the door. That's one of the things that we do here that many of the other stores do not do. We came here to Tamaqua High School today. They have some work that needs to be done. So we thought, you know what?
We're getting busy.
Absolutely. Here was a perfect place to work. And on top of that, we brought an expert. Is he an expert?
In quotations.
Okay, an expert in quotations. We have Jim here with us today.
Hi, Jim.
Jim is actually
Nice to
from
meet you,
Husqvarna.
Jim.
Nice to meet you.
He is a rep from Husqvarna, and he knows all about the products, but more than that, he knows all about the safety.
People don't realize, especially when you're talking a chainsaw, how dangerous that tool is. It's probably one of the most dangerous tools that a homeowner will use.
This I was actually wearing, and all I had was a little bit of a brush burn on my leg.
Wow.
And that saved my leg, yes.
The good thing is there's no blood.
That is a good thing.
Basically what this does is, this is ballistic material, Kevlar, and what it does is, see these ropes in here?
Yeah.
That pulls into the chainsaw up into the clutch. And basically,
it down,
it basically stalls it instantly.
It's a good deal.
Good deal.
Absolutely.
And from my perspective, you're experienced with this stuff.
Right.
I've never cut anything down before,
I want a pair of these.
The other thing is, when you're felling a tree, one of the main reasons that people get killed from felling trees is what we call blow-by. There's a dead branch up on the top, and as you're down there preparing to drop the tree, that branch will come down and hit them in the head. This is actually a safety helmet to help eliminate that. Anytime you're running outdoor power equipment, blower, trimmer, chainsaw, you definitely want to have ear protection. Then the other thing we got on this helmet is the face screen, okay? Now, even with the face screen, you still have to wear safety glasses with the safety screen.
But after seeing that pair over there, I definitely want them on, that's for sure.
Right?
I'm shortening mine.
You didn't know this was a fashion show, did you, today?
Fashion! Do it yourself, fall fashion.
Believe it or not, professionals, I see it all the time, do not start a chainsaw correctly. There's two ways to start it correctly. Is one, you put it on the ground and you stick your foot right in here in the rear handle, okay? And you hold here and you pull, okay? The other way is how I start, because I'm getting old and it bothers my back to lean over, is I will leg lock the handle in my legs, hold it here. The most critical thing is have control of the saw at two places.
What part do you want in the wood? Right there?
Right here, yep.
Like right there? And you come from the top and you just kind of, as if you were going to use a regular saw.
Exactly.
And just kind of let it do the work.
Exactly, and it'll actually pull through for you.
Is there a chance the chain can break and go flying off?
Yes.
She's thinking of everything.
Now she's more scared.
Funny you should ask.
But that's not going to happen
You should
today.
ask. It could happen. All right then.
That's why we have a chain catcher.
Okay.
So somebody thought of that. Remember, you're not like this. Get in there and... You got to pull it back. Yep.
Here goes nothing.
Do another one. pressure's on. That pressure's on.
It wasn't that hard, really.
Yeah, it really,
You let the tool do the work.
right.
Yeah,
And
high
it
five.
does just pull you right
Thank you.
through, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Let me just stand there and make sure I don't have to yell at her. No, it's ready to go.
That's ready to go.
Yep.
Okay, so
Time out.
I'm left-handed.
Time out. Then we got to get your foot in there. You both started it without using the decompression. That's impressive. A lot of women-
warmed up for me.
I think we're ready to go down to the wooded area and fell a tree.
We're off on our adventure.
Time to cut down a tree.
Basically, what you're going to do is you're going to do 3 cuts. Your first cut is going to be a slight angle. Start about right here and come down to about there. Then when you get done with that, you're going to come in here and cut into that cut. So you're taking a notch.
Triangle.
Yep.
Okay.
And that triangle is going to be the way the tree falls.
Way to go! Good job.
Good job.
You're going to take credit for that, aren't you, Jim?
It's all on the trainer.
Absolutely.
All on the trainer. Line right up with that. You might have to get down on one knee. A lot of times I'll get down.
Timber.
You did good.
You're taking a bit of the woods with you.
Taking the stickers with me here. You can keep them.
You're a wild woman driving.
So we have 2 different types of trimmers. First is a curved shaft. It has a bump and go head, or tap and go head. Husqvarna makes a very innovative tap and go head, which this is your area that you're tapping as you're running it at high speed. And when you tap this, the string will advance. The other style we have is a straight shaft trimmer. This is used by more high-end homeowners, and then through the professional areas. We have some fencing that needs to be trimmed around the fencing, so I think we'll head up there and do that. How's that sound?
Sounds
good.
You get to work.
Great, let's go to work.
Time to trim along this fence at Tamaqua High School.
All right, let's get them started up.
All right.
I'm ready.
Ready?
I was going to say, she needs to tap hers.
While it's running.
Mine's not working.
I don't have any string left.
That's when you gotta go tap, tap.
I think it's all the way in now.
I think it's all the way in. You got to do it while it's running. Tap it while it's running.
Well, it's ready.
Go help her, Jim. What did she do?
She didn't tap
One
it.
side, she ran so long that
I didn't
I
think
know.
you had to do it that quick. So I-
Against a fence.
Against the fence because it was
Chain
probably,
eats it
I
up.
could
Yeah,
tell
the
like it
fence
was.
really eats it up.
I picked the blower segment because really any dummy can explain a blower. There's really no safety issues to it. So you go from small, medium to large jobs. We'll sell these to homeowners, to contractors, use it anything from a light snow to debris like we're going to clean up here to leaves. This will blow larger leaves or wet leaves, a little bit more power than what the handheld is going to give you. This one you want to start on a table or something like this, then pick it up and put it on, because I've seen Kim try and start things, and I could see her trying to start it, you know,
started
like
while it's
this.
on.
Yeah. So
If you have a friend, they can start it for you.
there you go.
Ah, piece of cake.
All right. Is there air coming out of there?
Yes.
Time to clean up!
Okay, now we're going to try a little contest. I'm going to teach you how to drive zero-turn on mowers. Those are basically the steering wheels of the unit. If you take both levers and you push them forward at an even rate, you'll go in a straight line that way. If you pull them both backward, you'll go straight back. In order to turn, what you're doing is you're taking one and turning it ahead, and what you're doing is one wheel is turning faster than the other, and you will turn. Opposite, if you pull one back and one forward, one wheel's going forward, one wheel's going in reverse, you turn on a dime, and that's the zero turn, where it will go right around in a circle. She popped the wheel again. She did. You better get out of here.
I may be dangerous, but I won the race.
You popped the wheelie, I think, in the beginning, didn't you? One more job, and that's they got to go down there with these, retrieve those barrels, put them on your deck with you, and bring them back up here. Because I'm too tired to walk down, so see if we can do that yet.
She did. Yeah, she did.
That's okay, she'll be able to start it again.
No, stop it.
Break off, break off. Turn. When it came to finesse, look at this. You beat her how many times over when it comes to finesse?
She may have
quicker.
won the race, but practical work experience. So we've been doing our outside work here at Tamaqua High School, gentlemen. How did we do? Let's start with the chainsaw.
You did, both of you did excellent. I actually was pleasantly surprised how you wanted to drop a tree. I was kind of like, wasn't sure that we should, but you both did great. Great job.
Good, good. All right, and how did we do with your
Trimmers.
trimmers?
Trimmers,
Yes, the
you guys did wonderful with the trimmers, except for a little bit of problem with how to get that string to advance.
We figured it out.
Really, with that head running without string, it really doesn't work very well.
it wasn't working
It
for a
doesn't do
while.
exactly what it's supposed to do, but you did a great job.
And how about the blowers, Trevor?
All right, now for some honesty. I think you guys did a great job, and nobody went to the hospital, so I'm gonna call that a win.
It's a good day.
All right, well, speaking of wins, we can't neglect the fact that, you know, when we raced when we raced the lawnmowers with the zero
Turn,
Yeah.
zero
Zero
turn,
turn.
zero radius, that's fine. But let's talk about the
Picking up
finesse.
the barrel.
The barrel, picking up the barrel. Marie had it all over you
So the
by picking
practical
up the
work
barrel.
experience,
want
Tim.
speed.
I was
Absolutely.
doing work.
It was all about the speed. It was all about the speed.
That wheelie in the beginning, that scared me, let me tell you.
With the right tools, yard work can be fun. You just have to look at it that way. And remember to ask for advice.
The guys at M&S Hardware want your fall cleanup to be fun too. They're giving away a 25cc handheld blower. It's perfect for cleaning up leaves and even a light snow.
Just go to our November album, tell us how power equipment helps your fall cleanup for a chance to win.
Next on Talk of the Town, a new idea for your next get-together. Good old-fashioned moonshine.
Last month, we enjoyed the grape harvest at Mountain View Vineyard in Stroudsburg.
The wine was delicious, and we had lots of fun sampling the vino.
Linda and Randy Rice have expanded their operations to include a distillery.
So, of course, we decided to check out the moonshine.
Mountain View Vineyards and Winery produces over 10,000 bottles of wine on their small vineyard just outside of Stroudsburg. And when you're finished making all that wine, you have a byproduct, perfect for another form of alcohol.
I can take all those grape skins that we normally crush and throw out on the compost pile, like 22 tons of grape skins. I can take those and I can throw them into a pot. I can steam them and make grappa out of them. And that's Italian pomace brandy, basically.
It wasn't long before Randy and Linda Rice started their own distillery at Mountain View. Their moonshine is already getting rave reviews.
Really, if anybody should be in distilling, they should be a winemaker, because for the most part, I would say 3/4 of it has to do with making a wine. So here we have what we call a low wine or a mash tank. And everything that I learned about the winemaking process goes into making my low wash. This is the way that we get alcohol. There's no other way to get alcohol except for to have fermentable sugars and have them come into contact with yeast.
If you put your ear close, you could hear that there's little bubbling taking place.
Yep. Yep, the yeast is doing its job. It's
Yep.
working.
This is the important thing, to get a good clean fermentation, to get our alcohol up at a pretty high level, as high as we can with the yeast that we're using. And we do that because at this stage, that's all the alcohol you're ever going to get. So we rack it into this still, and the still's responsibility, or the still's job, is to do nothing but condense the alcohol that the yeast already made. In this case, we're using electric elements, kind of like a hot water boiler in your house. It's not going to be a real smooth spirit like an aged brandy, but it's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be moonshine. Basically, moonshine is, of course, it's going to be a little bit harsher, a little rougher. Of course, the terminology came moonshine because of the fact that they were making it with the light of the moon.
Illegally by the light of the moon.
And they didn't have a license to do it because it was during Prohibition, 1919 to 1933.
And here we are a century later, and we're making moonshine
And we're making
again.
moonshine because it's fun. And just saying it is fun.
Apple pie moonshine.
Down the hatch.
It is really good.
Oh, that's a good shot.
That is really
And I
good.
love the cinnamon.
Isn't that good? Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
actually a little cinnamon stick in the bottom. Of
Yeah,
each
that's what
one
she
of
showed
them.
us. Yeah, like that it disintegrates
So you
and
just
it
shake
just
around a little bit.
starts to disintegrate.
Before you
The newest addition to Mountain View Distillery's label is vodka.
Right now it's running about 150, 160 proof. And this is a stripping run. We're just going to take out the alcohol as fast as we can, about a gallon an hour. We're not really concerned about it coming out real pure, high proof, because it's going to go back in the pot. This is going to turn into grape vodka. And we're going to actually distill it so high and so neutral that you can't tell what it comes from. You won't even know it came from a grape product. As a matter of fact, when we're done with this, it's going to be raspberry vodka.
The shines average between 40 and 100 proof, so a
This
little
should have been
can go a
our
long way.
female.
I can't drink 50% alcohol or 100 proof.
All by
So what we do is we're going to be making some mixed drinks with this. You can use this to make a margarita. We're going to make a moonshine margarita. How does that sound?
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're going to do 2 parts original shine, 1 part simple syrup, 1 part triple sec, and 1 part lime juice. So we're going to shake this up.
Shake it good. Come on. There you go.
This is 1 person's size drink, really.
That's fun.
All right.
It's strong enough.
It's strong enough.
I feel like
So-
we need to toast.
To moonshine.
Moonshine and wine.
Too much salt.
A little salt. But the margarita is very good.
Oh, good.
It is good.
Oh, good.
Very good.
Good news for one lucky viewer. Linda and Randy Rice are giving away a gift certificate for Mountain View Vineyard and Distillery.
Just go to our November album, like the correct photo, and let us know if you prefer wine or moonshine.
Up next, we join the crew, a rowing crew that is. Get up and get moving. We try to give you new ideas every month. And here's another.
Kim and I took a new low-impact class that combines strength training with cardio. Lisa Cohan invited us to GCMC Fitness in Stroudsburg to take her Indo-Row class.
You are going to be doing a class that combines TRX, which is suspension training, and rowing with the new water rowers.
The rowing machines at GCMC Fitness in Stroudsburg contain real water. They were developed by a world champion crew rower who wanted a winter training tool that feels like being on the river.
How difficult is it for someone who's never done it before?
Really not. I can have you both up and rowing in about 6 minutes. You'll be fine.
Strapped in and ready to go.
Strapped in and ready.
So everybody's going to row 1,000 meters to warm up. All right, let the sweat begin.
I love this class. It's the best way for me to sweat as much as possible in a short period of time.
This is interesting.
I love it. I recently retired last year, and I just want to take care of myself right now and get back in shape. And it's working. I feel really good. I feel like I can conquer the world when I leave.
Get nice and warm. Warm up those muscles.
They've been on The Biggest Losers, and because it is a way for everyone to do cardio, and it's easy on the joints. So every age can do it. I have some clients that are in their 70s.
3 years ago, I was diagnosed with spinal cancer, and my back is fused. And it's just an incredible workout that I'm able to do and keep myself moving and keeping the flexibility. It's motivating. What it is, it gets me up in the morning because there are some mornings I can't get up and I can't move. And when I walk out of this place, I'm flexible again. I can walk like a normal person does.
I'm hearing beepers. Who's in? You? Look at Andre. Oh, that's good. I already warned him not to go too fast.
I have to like put. Who pushes it more, you or Andre?
Probably Andre, because I still have 1.5 strokes for every one of his. So. And he smiles while he does it. I die.
I didn't know this part was a race.
Did I set you for 1,200?
I don't know.
I totally did. I'm dissing the new girl already. Oh no! I'm so sorry.
You did it to me too.
I set them both for 1,200. Yeah.
The nice thing about TRX is it's functional movement. You're doing everything that you're going to do in real life.
Ready, set, and up. Now, when you're up, dorsiflex flex your toes. Crash and burn. In, out for 5, and in, out for 6. Ready, and fight. And down.
Oop.
Fight. Awesome. And down.
I'm losing my feet.
The minimalist shoes do not stick in these.
Okay, so it was my shoes.
It really is your shoes. No rest for the weary. Time for mountain climbers. Left. Right. Left. Right. Left. Well done.
On a belly flop.
You know what? Your recovery is so good, though. Like, you just recover so fast.
You're good to have around.
I have my moment.
He's a very good helper.
The beautiful thing is I was in the Army for 10 years and I was a drill sergeant for 3 of them. So it's nice to be able to find someone that has that order and that structure and able to teach you in a way that I can understand and then on that ability level so I can go ahead and exceed and then lose weight. It's a family environment here, so then we all try and help each other out.
6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome! You all did it perfect. Yahoo! Nice job. All right,
That's hard.
we all wish we had Andre's long legs right now. It's true. It's the truth. All right. 800. Kick it in gear. All right.
I'm not done yet. I'm still rowing. I'm done now.
All right, come back to your TRX. We're gonna go straight into lower body. So you're just gonna squat down and let the TRX stretch your lower back. It feels really nice.
We're screwing around already.
I know, right? This has nothing to do with this. Great. Bungee TRX. Right leg up, and here we go. Back. Up for 1. Back. Up. Forward. In. Out for 3. Up. Down for 4.
Do I look sweaty?
Down for 5. Woohoo! It's row time. Everybody out of your TRX. Here we go. 600. 600 speedy 6. Speedy Gonzalez. All right, everybody over 9 miles an hour. This is only going to take you 3 minutes.
I'm over 9 miles an hour.
Yeah, woo!
9.2.
9 miles. Push it, push it, all your legs, come on. We got overachievers at 11. Who's gonna let that happen? What you got, Andre? 13. Nice, 13. Just a walk in the park. 13, come on, keep it up, keep it up. You're all fading, I see it. You're halfway home. Keep pushing. Push. I think I have Marie sweating now. Finally. Good grief. Took long enough to get her to sweat. I think it just happened. And Kim just smiles. You just keep rowing and smiling.
It's because you can't read my mind.
Exactly. Woo! She's in. Come on, Kim. Come on. Bring Kim home. Come on, girl.
I'm done.
You got it. Yay. All right. There it is. Okay, guess what? We have upper body.
I think the best part about these classes are that they're approachable for anyone at any level. And it's very much like a community and a family in here. So it is as hard as you bring to it each day.
Now, I promise I'm not going to tell you to squeeze your glutes anymore today.
I could so push you over. Good. I could push you over too.
Give your neighbor a little love. Good job. Well done.
Yay!
Yay! Awesome!
Yay.
Excellent! Well done! Andre. Every time. I had the biggest jump.
Yay!
Yeah, you did great. You guys did great.
Yeah,
I think the crew would have you back again.
All right, good.
You can join the crew. You can join the club.
We had such a good time at GCMC Fitness, and Lisa would love for you to join the crew.
3 lucky viewers will each get a free 5-class pass for themselves and a friend. Check out our November album, find the proper photo, and tell us what you think of Indo-Row.
Next, we check out some great fall fashion from the dressing room to the runway. Don't miss it.
Welcome back to Talk of the Town. We always love to check out the latest fashions.
So when Sharon Sinkovich from the Apple Tree in Stroudsburg invited us to again be part of the Martinis and Manicures event at Dasaki, we said
yes. Of course, it helps that the event raises money for the American Red Cross of the Poconos, and lots of people stop by to join in the fun. Check it out.
A lot of leather, faux leather, vegan leather, perforated leather. Everything has a lot of texture. There's color, there's fur trim. Models that are of every age, every size, from 0 to 16. And a lot of them are very representative of community leaders, women community leaders that give back to our community of Monroe and are also here representing the Red Cross. We have a lot of very feminine and sexy touches. And I think that women of all ages can wear it because, you know, it's more about how they put it together.
The fashion show was great, and all the models looked amazing.
There was so much to see. We wanted to show you some of our favorite looks and the hottest trends.
There are so many great new looks in fall fashion, and it's really fun to shop for them too.
Absolutely is. And you know, one of the biggest trends right now is leather. It's showing up everywhere. Check out our dresses.
It's faux leather that really looks and feels like real leather, but it's washable. It's very supple, and you're wearing some of it.
It's very soft.
And also real leather. But it really is a trend, and they're mixing it with a lot of knits so that it's very comfortable and that you can dress it up or down. It can be casual or it can be dressy, the way that you accessorize it.
Another big trend is fur, whether it's real or faux, like this great vest I have on.
It's warm and comfortable.
Fur always makes women feel special, and it's really exciting because it's really important this year, especially as a vest, because you can put it as a topper with jeans, you can put it over a skirt outfit, you can make it even cozier with a turtleneck under it, and just like you're wearing it with this gorgeous scarf. I mean, and doesn't it make you feel good?
Yes, it's nice and warm.
And it's so soft and comfortable.
And it really is. I mean, at this time of the year, you can wear it outside, and actually when it gets really cold out, you can be inside with it. You know, with a great silk blouse like you have on. It looks great on you, Marie.
Thank you.
Accessories are always a big part of fashion. This season, there are lots of big and bold designs mixed with lots of bling, and they work with every trend.
This is such a great look on you, Marie, with that moto jacket. Of course, it has the vegan leather trim on it, and it's by Joseph Ribkoff with those great AG jeans. And look at you wearing that great sheer top in lace. You know, lace is another interpretation of femininity, but for 2013. And look at the studs on you. Now that is really an incredible look. And it's all on that really comfortable ponte. The fabric, isn't it lovely? And I love how it accentuates all the feminine parts of a woman when she wears the studs. You look beautiful, ladies.
We have some great news as you head out to shop for some new fashions.
Sharon at the Apple Tree is giving us 3 $25 gift certificates for the Apple Tree on Main Street in Stroudsburg.
Just go to our website, like the correct photo in our November album, and share your favorite fashion trend. Good luck.
And when Talk of the Town continues, we head to Marie's house for an energy audit. As the temperature starts to go down, it's time to turn the heat up at your house. But that means your energy bill, it's going up too.
Well, we want to save money. Now, this is something I've been thinking about doing for years, an energy audit. I finally did it.
Most people that want to have an energy audit, they're concerned about that they are losing energy. And so the first step is to actually have the energy audit done, because without that, you're just guessing. So usually we'll find items inside the home that people have just passed by for years or never bothered to notice because they're used to doing certain routines and it goes by unnoticed. So having that third eye look at it is usually important, and we can spot the issues right away. And usually right off, we can save a couple $100s a year on your energy bill.
Steve Ohl from RF Ohl in Lehighton came out to my house with his estimator, Shannon Evans. They started outside with a thermal imaging camera.
But you can see just the receptacles. You can see all of them on here. Every one of them. There's one right there, and one up there. And you can see where the windows, because you can see the heat. Yeah, that's where you're going to lose a lot of your lose heat. You're going to lose heat there because of that.
Yeah, the average home, if you add up all the little cracks and crevices, they say there's a 2-foot by 2-foot hole in the side of your house. Typically, we'll walk around the outside of the home and see where we can spot anything out there. We'll shoot some thermal imaging, and you can see air leaks, and it'll show the differences in temperature. Then we'll go into the home, and we'll usually go down into the basement, take a look, because that's usually where most of the deficiencies are.
I should probably fix that. Look, I have them come to do an energy audit and look at my piece of insulation just hanging there.
There you go. That's always fine.
There you go.
I have taped it a few times and it just keeps falling down.
So we'll go downstairs and look and see, loose insulation, missing insulation, things that need to be caulked. Maybe the water pipes need to be wrapped. You have an older, inefficient heating system or one that's not functioning properly. Water heaters are another big energy waster if they're not wrapped or they're not newer where they're insulated already.
Feel the insulation so it's to the end, like right here, how it's not. You're losing heat.
Oh, I see. Okay, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
where you see the wood.
Right, you see how that is stuffed down there, so it's right to the edge of the sill.
But that's good.
Yeah, and that's not.
And that's not.
The place you have that's cold air that's coming into your house.
Then we'll kind of go through the main body of the house, and eventually we'll end up in the attic if you have an attic or there's access to one, just to check the insulation. Usually, like a newer home is, like I said, not the problem. It's usually small stuff like this that we find. And the people with really old homes that should have it done, they may not want to know. So maybe that's the reason that they don't do it, because you go in, they have no insulation, or they have newspapers shoved in the walls, from long time ago. That's how they built everything. So it requires a lot more work. And that's the whole idea, is the energy audit is getting people to realize that there are simple things you can do. Everything doesn't have to be thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
I mean, we like to supply people with oil and propane, but we don't want to see them wasted either.
That's true. You pay for your heat, so you definitely don't want to lose it.
So now it's time to find out the results, and we'll see how Marie's house did.
The insulation in the basement along the wall, at the top of the wall, it was missing. If you're not going to do it yourself, have somebody come in and do it, to put the insulation back the way it should be. The one piece was flipped upside down. So yeah, you're losing money right there out that. You're losing a lot of energy.
Okay.
The other thing was the water piping. It'd probably be a good idea to wrap the water piping. Again, you could do that yourself, or you could have somebody come in and do that for you. But it's a simple fix. Make a priority list of, like if I was to prioritize your list, I'd say the quickest things would be these insulation items, and the water treatment system's not a necessity. Put that off when it fits into your budget or when you're able to do it. But these would be quick things you could do over a weekend.
Sure.
Or you could have a contractor come in and do them in a couple hours.
Now, all those little things that you talked about, how much does that actually add up to in an energy bill? And I know you can't come up with a number, but I mean, are we talking little savings, lots of savings? What can people expect if they do these little things around their house?
I would just looking at this, I'm thinking a few $100s a year probably.
The typical walkthrough home energy audit costs under $100 and can be done in less than half an hour. Your personalized report will give you your own to-do list for energy savings, just like I got. And I'm happy to report I've completed some of the homework on my list. I got the basement done.
Ooh, good job. Keep it up. Well, one lucky viewer is going to win a free walkthrough energy audit from RFO, but you must be in their coverage area. So go find the right photo on our November album and tell us why you think your house could benefit from an energy audit. Good luck.
Don't go away. Next, we'll join some junior chefs to help create some yummy additions to your Thanksgiving feast.
Welcome back to Talk of the Town. The holiday season is here, and we could all use some extra help in the kitchen.
New recipes are always a great idea, so we're here at Monroe Career and Technical Institute, where we're putting on our aprons to get some holiday food tips.
George Hendry is a culinary arts instructor at MCTI, and for the past few weeks, he's been helping students come up with the perfect recipes for Talk of the Town.
But we have a lot of good, hardworking kids. They're very interested in learning culinary arts. A lot of them are looking at colleges after they leave here, culinary schools. Some are just going out into the workforce. Some even have jobs right now working in restaurants, and they're just getting more background knowledge just being in here for 3 or 4 years.
It's time to get cooking, and George has brought in Kelsey Miller as our fearless helper. Kelsey, thanks for coming out. George, tell us what we're going to make.
Well, we're going to work on our holiday salad right now, which consists of spring greens and some cashews, feta cheese, tomatoes. You could put this together any way that you want, anything that your family likes itself. And we're going to top it off with our own cranberry vinaigrette dressing.
Get some greens going.
You know what, I'm one of those people that on Thanksgiving, there isn't really room for salad, but there's always time for salad the day after Thanksgiving, because you ate so much the day before. The day after is good.
It's a good day, yeah, it's a good day for salad.
We're trying to be healthy here.
There you go.
Little cheese, because all salad needs cheese.
Now this salad could be mixed ahead of time or tossed together as one big bowl so that it can be served family style, or if you did individual plates or whatever, you would do exactly what you're doing right now.
So the real difficult part is, it's all you, girlfriend. What are we gonna do?
So the first thing we're gonna do is add a half a cup of olive oil.
And it all goes right into a food processor.
Yes. And then we are gonna add 1/4 cup of the white balsamic vinegar, 1 cup of cranberries. We have a 1/4 cup of honey, but we only use half of it. It depends on how sweet you would like it.
So this is some, you know, it's a basic recipe. I can't wait to taste it.
And then salt and pepper.
And then process away?
Yep.
And that's it? Then you're done?
Then you're done.
Amazing.
Get the dress until it's nice and smooth.
Time to put it on the salad. What do you think, Rhea? Is that enough?
Looks good. Very good.
See, that's why we cut back on the honey, because some people want the tartness of the cranberry, or or you may want more sweeter. So it depends on what you like. It's, again, dressings are your own preference.
You have to know
own
your
taste.
family, right?
Absolutely.
What they like.
And if they don't like it, just don't invite them back.
Good idea.
That's the way I'm looking at it.
Time now for dessert.
My favorite part.
Here's Joanna Sanabria. Thanks for being with us today.
No problem.
You're gonna help us make dessert?
Yep, I am.
All right, George, you can explain what we're gonna do here.
Well, what we're going to do is we're going to make a cream puff, and we're going to fill it with pumpkin mousse.
Sounds
So
good.
Joanna's going to start by making the ingredients for the cream puff, which is actually called pâté choux in French, and she's going to take it from there.
All right, so what do we do first?
All right, we're gonna start by, we're gonna boil water, salt, sugar, and butter together in a pot.
Here's some butter.
So it's not a lot of sugar then?
No.
Okay, it's boiling?
Yep.
So now what?
It's ready to boil. Now we're gonna add the flour.
Here's the flour.
2 cups of flour. Here we go. What you're gonna do is you want it to form a ball. You want the flour to soak up all the moisture. All right, now it's all together. It's not wet. Just gonna let it cook for a minute. And then we're gonna put it in the mixing bowl. So it's 8 eggs, but what you wanna do is you want it to come out, have a stringy effect at the end, because the eggs bind the dough together. So it's 6 to 8 eggs.
So you're gonna do
depending on
one
how
at a
stringy
time
it
and
is.
just
yes.
take
For
a look
15
at what it
seconds,
looks like.
You're gonna add each egg.
Time to crack some eggs?
Yep.
That'll be our first egg.
Here, I'll be the trash.
1. Now we have to wait 15 seconds.
But you're pretty sure you're gonna need another one, right?
Yes.
It's 2, and you get to the
So
end.
we get to like the 6th.
When you get to the end,
7th.
you don't want to go too much farther.
Yeah.
Maria, I'm watching to make sure there's no shells.
All right, you can put it in. Go. That's 2.
Well, it's starting to change consistency now.
Yep. You see how it's getting all stringy and it's
Yes.
on the side?
That's what you want.
Exactly what you want.
So it looks extra sticky, kind of.
Yes.
How I would describe
Like
that.
paste.
Paste. And that's what you want.
All right, so 7 eggs was perfect.
7 eggs was good. All right, so this is how it's gonna come out at the end, the final product. And then we have some ready here.
In the pastry bag? All right, you demonstrate what needs to be done.
All right, you could do it anyway, but we usually just push it out. And then we twist it,
Make it pretty.
and then it comes out. There you go.
Cute.
There's one.
And straight down.
Yep. We're gonna push.
I want to turn. Push and a turn.
Yep.
Yours looks like a Hershey Kiss.
That one's yours.
It's obvious. Yeah, all right.
All right. You want to try one?
That was a little better.
Wait, I get
She
one
needs
more
to try
try.
one more because she just didn't like how that first one came out.
I'm not sure I like number 2.
Put it on the bottom, yeah, and then twist it up.
Now she's grumpy.
All right, let's see what you got. Oh, she's a show-off.
I was just watching Joanna. I think I just watched her a little better than you did. Now, are we going to stick these in the oven then? And how long do they have to bake?
Takes, you gotta leave them in the oven for 15 minutes. at least. And then after that, you can check them, but do not open the oven until the 15 minutes are up.
The only thing that's making these rise is the steam.
I was going to say, there's nothing,
So it's-
there's no baking powder
No.
or yeast or anything
So it's like a
that.
souffle. If you let the hot air out and it's not set up, it's gone.
Okay.
There we go.
In the oven they go.
So now it's time to make the mousse. What do we do next, Kelsey?
All right, well, we're gonna start off by taking our pumpkin, our sugar, spices.
Okay, let's guess. Cinnamon, ginger,
Yep.
cloves. Got that one by the smell.
And 1 cup of heavy cream.
Okay.
And then what do we have to do with that?
This is gonna go on the stove for 5 minutes and it has to come to a simmer. So we're gonna take 2 cups of heavy cream and we're gonna put it in a mixer to make whipped cream. The next thing we are going to do is fold our whipped cream into our pumpkin.
Just fold it?
You fold it in. Folding it makes it light and fluffy because of the air.
Keeping the air in it, yeah?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Marie, you can fold for a while.
All right.
Next we will fill our cream puffs.
All right.
All you're gonna do is you're gonna cut them at an angle. As you can tell, they're hollow on the inside, so they're ready to fill. Fill it up as much as you want.
And then put the lid on.
That's it.
Whoops. There'll be extra mousse in the middle, okay? And then just on top. Now obviously you have to let these cool a little while before you do the filling, right?
Take a little bit of sugar and sprinkle it over so that it just kind of snows over the cream puffs.
Makes them look pretty.
We've got good news for 2 Talk of the Town viewers. Just head to our Facebook page, like the correct photo in our November album, and let us know your favorite Thanksgiving dessert. You could win lunch for 2 at MCTI.
There's only one thing missing.
What?
We have to eat them. I'll never forget that part of our food segments, trust me.
All right, so shall we all try one?
Hold it, let me get one.
Absolutely.
There we go.
All right, whatever you do, be the talk of the town. I'm ready. Are you ready?
No.
Come on, let's go.
All right, clearly I'm doing something wrong.
Hold this down further.
Okay.
You got to put it on run.
Oh.
You have it on stop.
That's good. It'll never go because it wasn't turned on.